Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Kay back at it with a new vlog. Today I'm going to talk about paying off your mortgage as soon as possible, ASAP. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. I'm not a financial advisor. Only thing I'm going to share with you is how I did it, and maybe it can help you. Okay, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is um, when you get your mortgage, congratulations, because you got a mortgage, mean you got a house. So the first thing you want to do is try to pay it off as soon as possible. Now there are several ways that you can do it, and we're going to get into all of them. One of them is you could do what's called a bi-weekly mortgage, and what that is that you pay 1 month up front, and then from that point on, they'll be taking out your mortgage at the same amount that you agreed to pay every month. They just gonna break it up into two payments instead of one payment. And what that does is that gives you additional mortgage at the end of the year. So if you got a 30-year mortgage, you're probably over time wind up having a 23-year mortgage, because you're paying off the interest and the principal a lot sooner. The other way you can go about doing it is if you take out like a 15 or 20-year mortgage. Now, yes, you're going to be paying more than you would with a 30-year mortgage, but you get done a lot faster. The last house I purchased, I took out a 20-year mortgage. Yes, it was a little bit more, but 20 sounds a lot better than 30. Because here's the thing. When we take out a mortgage, most of us, and I'm guilty of that, the bank tell you you got 30 years to pay for this mortgage. And what do? We plan our lives around 30 years to pay off a mortgage, but you don't have to do that. You can actually pay a mortgage off in 10 years, depending on how dedicated you are to doing it. For one, what you could do is you could do the biweekly mortgage. That's going to give you an extra mortgage every year, which is going to bring down your principal. The second thing you could do is you can put away as little towards the mortgage as $25 more, and that's going to add up over time. And what I was doing was I was doing like $100, and $100, you'd be surprised, $100 will bring that down. That's an additional $1,200 a year if you do it that way. What's another way? Well, you can shop your homeowner's insurance, and if you got good credit, a decent credit, no hiccups along the way, you can actually get a better insurance rate, and then you take that money and apply it towards the principal. What's another way? Well, what you can do is you can refinance your uh, mortgage for a better interest rate. But if you think that you probably won't be in that house that long, I would probably not do a refi unless you got a big interest rate. And right now, interest rates are kind of high. So you would probably just refinance to a lower interest rate. However, you'll probably be paying out of pocket anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000, depending on what fees they throw in on you. The other way you could do it is you can take, let's say if you got $100, and I'm gonna just use a round number. Let's say you got $100 that you want to pay towards your mortgage every month to bring down that principal. Two ways you can do it. One is you can pay it with your mortgage, as far as additional principal, right? And enjoy watching the numbers come down. And I've done it that way. And the second way you could do it is you could take that same $100 and either save it or invest it. Or you can split that 100 up and do 50 towards the mortgage every month and 50 towards investing every month or towards savings. Now, you're probably asking, well, why would you do it that way? Well, look at it this way. You're going to pay it off. But if you took that money and you set it to the side for emergency, because the way the mortgage company works, if you just continue knocking down your mortgage, right, paying extra towards it, and for whatever reason, you lose your job and you can't find another job right away, and then you start falling behind with your mortgage, well, they're gonna foreclose on your property. But if you take that same money that you are applying towards the principal and put it in a solid investment, now not only are you putting aside money to eventually pay off your house, but you are also growing your money in an investment. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I did. So you could do it that way too. And if you have an emergency, you can tap that money to bail you out. And you're probably saying, well, if the bank gave me 30 years, why not just take the whole 30 years? Well, that's what they want you to do. So let's say if you got a house that you paid $200,000 for, if you go 30 years, you done paid $400,000 for that property. So the less time you have with that mortgage, the more money you save. See? So the bank is going to tell you that just so they can make money off you. What's another way the mortgage company make money off you? Well, once you get in about 10 years and you're starting to kind of build up a little equity, they're going to come at you and say, hey, you want to borrow some money off your property? Put a new deck on it, do some repairs, take a vacation or whatever, and then the clock starts all over again. And that happened to me. You may have had 30 years and got it down to 20 years or 25 years, and then you refi. Now you're back up to 30 years again, and it's a non-ending cycle for you. So you never want to borrow off your property unless you really have to. And I'm a big advocate of not borrowing off my property, and I also like to pay it off. So again, what you could do a biweekly mortgage. That's going to give you an extra mortgage at the end of the year. You can shop your insurance. You can reassess your taxes. You can take 100 as little as $25 to $100 a month and pay additional towards your principal every month. And if you really want to play it safe, you can take that money and invest it. And then this way you got more money to pay off your mortgage in time, over time, as that builds up money for you. So those are the uh, things that I did to pay off my mortgage. And here's one other tiplet. Let's say if it's two of y'all, right, man and woman, and y'all both got a decent income, and one of y'all can kind of foot it with one salary, you can really accelerate paying off your mortgage with the partner's salary, and then you pay it off like that too. You could possibly pay it off depending on the size of your mortgage in a little to no time if you did that. Let me know what you think. This is Kay back at it with a new vlog, and see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Have a great day.